Let's look at Zoom and the registration meeting feature in answer to a question had. So a normal meeting, a Zoom meeting, you'd create it here in the Zoom console and you get allocated a Zoom URL, and anybody clicks on that and that's fine, they jump on. And if it's a automatically generated one here rather than your normal personal one, then it's unique to that meeting, so it's better for security. And of course now the required meeting password is a common one to add extra security. But if we want a specific event, we want to collect email addresses and get people to register so we know who's on. That's where you'd use the registration feature. So if we click the registration and once we save the event, it will create a unique URL here for people to register. So what they then do is you can add that in your website or in an email, wherever. They click on that and it has a registration screen and it collects their name and email address, and then they get a unique link. So their Zoom link to get onto the meeting is different to everybody else's. So it's unique to that. So it's really good for tracking attendance and knowing who is doing what. Once you've saved the event, down here at the bottom of the screen, you'll see the numbers that have registered. The other reason why you do it is to collect email addresses so you can build a database or you can communicate with them later. Or if it's recurring, you've got to be a bit careful with the recurring, because there's some errors with some of the recurring events, so make sure you check a recurring meeting a good 10 minutes before it starts, because sometimes it won't work and you have to create a whole new link. Right, the last thing is, what do you do then once you've had the event, or if you want to communicate with the people before the event? You can go and look at all the email addresses by going into Account Management on the left and then Reports. And then this option, Meetings, View Registration Reports and Polling Reports for Meetings. So then you click on it and that goes to this screen. And here's a past one at which we have done, which had about 30 email addresses, which we import into our CRM. So I just press generate and there it is. I have a full report of all the email addresses and names of the people that registered. So that is Zoom registration feature.